Hey, what up, good people, and how are we doing today? And welcome to another episode of Montez at Midday. I know what you're saying. Dre, it's a little late in the day, but things happen out of my control, and that's the beauty of them. We're gonna roll with it. We're definitely gonna roll with it. How's everyone doing today on this fabulous Tuesday afternoon here in the Midwest, known as St. Louis? How we doing? South City in the building. Stand up and rise above the occasion. High fives in the building. Chest bump. Let's hug this thing out. Let's get on in there for the real thing. Everybody needs it. Everybody needs it. What's going on, Monopoly? How we doing? What's going on? Thanks for tuning in so much. I really do appreciate it. If it's your first time tuning in, thank you so much. It does not go unnoticed, unwelcome at all. From behind the scenes to in front of the scenes. Thank you guys so much. If you had a birthday over the weekend, happy birthday to you as I celebrated mine on Sunday. Thank you all for the birthday wishes. Thank you so much. What an incredible birthday weekend. I mean, sometimes you have to do something for yourself. When you're young, you hear that phrase or that type of verbiage. You don't know what it means at all. But as you get older, you capture what people are talking about. You're like, okay, I get this now. Okay, I get it. I get it now. So if you, last of the Libras standing, happy birthday to all my Libras out there. I missed the twins, Karen and Kevin Evans. My bad for sure. My bad. But you know how we are. We thick as thieves. We go way back before car seats and Cadillacs. You know what I'm talking about. If you celebrate an anniversary of the weekend, Hannah, and happy anniversary to you and to my niece LaShawn. She had a baby shower. Hey, another girl. Another girl. Mm, mm, mm. Whoever got married this weekend, congratulations to you. And if you just had a great weekend, whether your football team did good, your kid had a great homecoming weekend in high school, whether it be a date or an athlete, your pro football team did good, you did good with your bookie, and you just had a satisfying weekend, here's to you. Here's to you for sure. As I said, let's get our pillars out the way. Let's let it go. Ignore them. Give it time. Don't compete with anyone. Stay calm. It's on you. And laugh. You have got to laugh. It is one of the most important things out there when it comes to therapy. Get out there. Get therapeutic with yourself for sure. Shout out to the great people of Springfield, Illinois. I had an amazing time this weekend. You ever go somewhere that, I mean, everybody's had a hamburger before. You know, you can go to your favorite watering hole to get your favorite burger or whatever it may be. You know where to go. But when you go somewhere else that you've never been before and you get that experience that everybody talks about, if you've been in the service industry, they always tell you the best server anticipates the client's or the guest needs. Hmm? It's looking, it's that nonverbal communication. You're looking at the table, knowing when they need a refill, when they need more napkins, more condiments, ready to place another order. You know how to do that. I experienced that in Springfield. There's this bar I have no affiliation with, no money, didn't say what I did. None of that came up. I just went to watch football at a bar in Springfield, Illinois, and had the time of my life. And what I mean by that, if you don't go out to sports bars anymore, you go to your she shed or you go to your man cave or man closet, but everybody has a different way they capture their favorite sport nowadays. But in the days of a sports bar, we know what I'm talking about. And I've taken upon myself to take a break from the sports bars on a weekly basis, going to watch college football or the NFL. Because there's always a problem with what, kids? The television. The television. Nobody wants the responsibility of turning the TV channel. Why are you going to the sports bar? Let's be real. Location, hot bartender, affordable, beer prices, parking, great televisions, or they know what they're doing. Everybody has a reason why they go to that watering hole. There is a reason why you go there to watch football. Well, I went to this place called Brewski's in Springfield, Illinois. And let me tell you here, the last time I cried in a sports bar, I was 50 years old in Vegas. You know why I cried? There were people yelling at the TV, high-fiving, chest bumping, money in the air. These were the employees. I felt at home. I felt I belonged with these group of people. These are finally people that understand the way I like to watch television. Yes, yes, yes. Focus, Dre. Go to Brewski's in Springfield. And everybody does everything. You CSI a place the first time you go, you got to check out the joint. You know, see what they're all about. You know, I'm not into the gaming devices, but they're big into that. They allow little baby son of a bitches, you know, to each his own. Just give me that family atmosphere. Cool. Okay, got you. But they had every shot slushy you could think of in a machine. Then they had free biscuits and gravy. Shut the front door. Shut the front door. And chili to start the day off. And they had the popcorn machine, free popcorn. Shut up. But here's the kicker. Here's what put Dre Montez in tears on Sunday. They had one individual whose job was to what? Change the channel. I didn't hear one person say, hey, can you put this? Can none of that. Everything was done. People knew where to sit. And then when the second half game came on, it was automatically transformed into what a game should go. I never heard one person say, hey, can you put this game up? I cried. I cried. I shedded a tear. I shedded a tear. To watch your favorite sporting event the way you want to, outside of your home, is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Thank you to Brewski's. Thank you. And also, shout out to Friendly South in Collinsville. I met Chad, my dude Chad. Ran into Cliff, my man Cliff from Bell Vegas. There it is, you know. The return trip from a vacation is the best because you get to do what? Pit stop. There we go. Good old-fashioned pit stop. All right, let's get into the topic of the day. Review yourself. Most people treat it like a New Year's resolution, a goal. Something has to happen bad for you to actually review yourself. Review your situation. Just you, not nobody else. I'm talking about reviewing you. You comfortable where you at? Okay. We're not judging here. We're just reviewing ourselves. We sleep on an air mattress on the floor, but we have a 85-inch TV and a Lexus. Okay. Priorities all over here. Let's review ourselves. Okay. We keep saying we want to go back to school to better our job and paying and financial future, but we have not applied ourselves at work in the process of getting this done. Let's review ourselves. Let's get real with thy. We know how much money we make. Why do we go beyond that to spend that? Where are we going with this? Let's review ourselves. You have to get real with you. Don't wait till the crisis get bad. They already told you to sign detour, bridge out ahead. You don't see the signs. Review yourself. What are you trying to do? You don't have to write out 10 things every day to be that person. Be real with you. You know what you can and cannot do. You know if you can slam dunk. You know if you can swim. You know if you can roller skate. You know if you can hold your breath for 10 or 20 seconds. You know if you can do 3 push-ups without dying. But when it comes to you being real with yourself and reviewing yourself, what is the issue? What is stopping us from being us? What is stopping us, the individual, not the mutual people, the individuals of moving forward, moving up? This has nothing to do with anybody behind us, anybody on the sides, anybody pointing at us. We're just talking about us. When it comes to reviewing us, most people do it as a New Year's resolution. Try a different approach. Pick another time of the year. Use an anniversary date the first time you got a car, first time you got laid, your birthday, first time you went down on a person, whatever it may be. Review yourself to go back to do that self check. Because a lot of us, we check out on ourselves. I believe in that term, in ideology, that we can't be too hard on ourselves. We can. When you're trying to go down your own path, build your own story, start your own story, do something nobody thought you could do. It could get challenging at times. No one understands you. No one get what you're trying to do. But when you finally get to that point, we're what? We're exhausted. We've run out of excuses to keep going, keep laying the bricks of the foundation, keep attacking the process. But I think we must review ourselves. You go through one at work. You actually go through one in church. You go through one of your charity contributions, your volunteer work. There is a reviewable system out there. But I'm talking about us as individuals. Can we review ourselves and be real with ourselves? To the point, do you have what you need? Do you have what you need? Versus do you have what you want? The need and the want, totally different things in your 30s and 40s and 50s than in your teens and 20s. Trust me on that. People who say trust me on that have been through something. They're willing to share with you to learn the value of the topic of discussion. But in all actuality, I think reviewing yourself is not a daily thing. You can do it 3 months, 6 months, 9, yearly. I think a yearly reviewership of your own self is needed. What do you think you need to do to get you in a happy place, a happy spot, happy moment, happy feel, to get you out of the funk or the neutral that you're in, to get you in drive where you need to be? Does that come in an annual review of yourself that you do with yourself? Nobody else can be there. Not your sister, your brother, your best friend, your play cousin, your big homie. None of that. The only person that is responsible for you. I think that's needed for sure. Moving right along, again, if you're just tuning in, we're doing a little things out of the ordinary today. We had a little technical difficulties behind the scenes, but thank you either way for tuning in to Montez at midday. Again, thank you all for the birthday wishes. Shout out to Mags out there. Thank you for the soap. D from D Nice, my homie from D&D Don't Get Butthurt. Thank you for the bottle of wine. And thank you all for the birthday wishes, for sure. It was a good time had by all. What are we doing? Everybody has had this conversation on the couch, in the bedroom, kitchen table, garage. Pull the call. What we doing? What you mean what we doing? People want to know, what are they doing? Are you wasting my time? Are you going to make this time valuable? Just explain to me. There's no pressure. I'm not saying put a ring on it, put a baby in her, or let me move in, introduce me to your parents, but give me an idea of what we're doing. If you're single, living alone, and you have no furniture but a futon, but you're driving a luxury car, what are we doing? What if you're driving a Tesla and you live in a one-bedroom apartment and you're sleeping on an air mattress, your TV on the floor, you eating ramen noodles and drinking Hawaiian punch, and you're 32 years old, what are we doing? What's the goal here? What's the objective here? What are we doing? It kind of falls into reviewing yourself. But I think sometimes we get so misguided in that whole quest of what? The want versus the need. Oh, man. They make it look so easy on television and the movies, don't they? They make it look like we can do the same thing that they're doing. They got a whole production crew. They got a script writer. They got things that we don't even think about to make that magic happen in that box and that screen, to put this thought that we can do the same thing. But we have to get real with ourselves. Can you ice skate? Can you hit a curveball in Major League Pitcher? Can you swim? Can you really put up with that? You have to make it to its purest form to make the clear understanding. What are we doing? That's the most frightening thing to say in a relationship. Babe, can we talk? What? Female, Chris, we need to talk. What? Everybody just want to know what we doing. Value our time. Understand my value. Understand your value. Where we going? Again, not trying to say put a ring on or put something in his belly. No. Can I get a key? What? What's your password? To my Netflix? No, to get in your building. Hold up, player. Hold up. Everybody pause for a damn minute. The most critical time of the year is coming up right now in dating. The holiday season. Oh, God. Hello. I know, Dr. Phil. I know. I am not giving relationship advice. Just try to be real with the people. All right, peace. It's Dr. Phil being worried I'm going to take over. But let's think about that, though. Getting real with ourselves. If you're an asshole when you're drunk, recognize that shit. If you step out of pocket when you got drunk, recognize that shit. If you post something you shouldn't have posted and you know it, now your job in jeopardy, how can you say I was out of pocket? Where we going? And what are we doing? And we got to review ourselves. I think more than ever, I've realized this probably since I retired from softball. Message. You got to have that discussion with yourself daily to get a better understanding of you. I don't think you need if you live with other people, there's a difference. But if it's just you know how to recharge you. If you deal with other humans in your dwelling, there's still that clear passage. Give me 7 minutes by myself. Just give me 7 minutes. They call complete happiness with a woman, 7 minutes in heaven? Back in the day, that was the thing. You give a woman 7 minutes, you're supposed to be theoretically in heaven by making out with one man. But I don't know. I don't give relationship advice, people. I've been married 4 times. Only thing I can tell you, it's going to cost you. It's going to cost you. We're going to take a short break and have a word from our sponsor, Mountain Man Scrub, with No Shave November coming up. Who's going to know what to do? Be right back with more Montez at Midday. Be right back. Mountain Man Scrub, as smooth as a river flows. MountainManScrub.com. Get your scrub on. All right, boys and girls and children of all ages, welcome back to another episode of Montez at Midday. I'm your boy, Dre Montez. You might be saying, why are you on this late in the day? Had some technical difficulties and had to straighten them out, and hopefully we fixed the glitch that was going on. When it's out of your control, what do? You go to work. You go to work. Again, shout out my mom and dad, my sister, my 2 brothers, and the Dre 6, and all 4 of the ex-wives. Thank you. And shout out to the baby mamas as well, because everybody told me happy birthday. There it is. Appreciate it again. We're 53 now. No more BS. No more. We're going natural free today. I didn't feel like, women will have days they don't comb their hair. Can we get a day like that? If you have natural hair and you're a male, can we have a day I don't feel like, I'm just going to rub my hands through it today. That's all I'm doing. I had different water. I got a new conditioner right now. I mean, it's all kind of things going on, but no matter what, all my Libras the past 30 days, we did our damn thing. Shout out to my niece, LaShawn, again. I saw the pictures. And also to my grandson, Case, I'm happy belated birthday to you. Wow. If you tuned in late, sorry about that, but you can rewind the show. We talked about reviewing yourself. We also talk about what are we doing, whether in relationship, financial crisis, lifestyle, job situation, living situation. But really, let's think about that financial situation. We do live beyond our means way too much, don't we? Well, we know what happened Saturday. My Florida football Gators were on a bye. on the bye. But I state your name, have to fulfill a bet, two of them this week. I have to get my Raiders gear, my Vegas Raiders gear, and start wearing that when I go out in public. So because I'm late on the bet, I was just supposed to get a hat, but I have to get a hat and a shirt and don the colors of the Raiders, the Vegas Raiders, when I go in public instead of wearing my Broncos paraphernalia, because I do not wear baseball gear out of season. I was raised better than that. I feel a different way about people that wear baseball shit. The team is out of the playoffs, season over for them, and you walking around here with a Yankee shirt. For what? Explain that to me, Todd. Who raised you? Wolves? Certain things irk me. Let it go, Dre. Let it go. Bring what? Oh, the Let It Go committee is here. Okay, I'm going to let it go. Thank you. All right. Can we let it go what's going on in college football? Can it be a such thing as over-analyzing the analytics of the game? That is exactly where we're at with college football. 4th and 1, 4th and inches. You went the whole game with only 14 yards of rushing. And you decide to pass the ball on 4th and 1. So what did you think the defense was going to be ready for? Yes. Pass. This is a fair catch. You wave. That's a fair catch. Waving down here is not a fair catch. Where do these officials go to school at in college football? Where is the critique? Where is the man up? Where's the responsibility versus the accountability and officiating on the collegiate level? Where is it at? I want to know. I want to know. There are two different sides of college football. First half, second half. You can clearly state we've seen 2 weeks in a row teams blow 27-point leads. Message, what's going on in the locker room at halftime? Whether you're up by 27 or down by 27, what's the speech? What's the mindset? What's the demeanor in there? What's that body language like? I want to know. I want to know. I want a camera in a locker room. Damn the turnover chain. Damn the cheerleader shot. Hold on now. Now we're going too far. Let's keep the cheerleaders. I tell you what, we'll give away the cheerleader shot, but we still want the hot fan camera 2 shot. We still want that guy. Camera 2, great job this past week. Great damn job. Way to find him. Way to find him. But back to my point. Are we over-analyzing the analytics of the game? I think we are. Seen several failed attempts at 4th and 1, 4th and inches in college football this weekend. The difference in knowing what a fair catch is. How can they get this wrong at this level of the game with these stakes? And money can't be the deciding factor every time. You know, when I was younger, I always heard people say, well, it's about the money. It's about the money. What they're going to do what's right for the money. And at some point, we think that. I think that's our first inclination of getting involved in a conspiracy theory in sports. It could be your dad, your uncle, or what? The barbershop. Back in the day, just go to the barbershop and just sit there in that chair. You get more life lessons in sports and upbringing and sex in your life. But I'm going to keep it on the sports right now. And you will hear stories like, what? What the hell? And you get to thinking and believing that, then you start looking at things a little differently with a third eye, with your side eye and shit, using your real peripheral vision. Like, okay, I got this now. I'm going to side eye you twice as well. But what if we're looking at this thing totally wrong? The way I think they're over-analyzing the analytics of the game. Talent, play calling, man up, accountability, and responsibility equals the outcome of the game. Boom. Boom. That's a formula that Einstein can't create right there. But it's out there. Some teams have it. Some teams understand it. Some teams can even explain it back to you in its purest form. But the others out there scratching their head, the 27 and up and you losing, or chasing 27 points and winning. The mentality mindset in college football is definitely shifted for sure. Yes, next question. Who's the front runner for the Heisman? I don't know. I don't see the wow factor yet. I see some okays. I see some I told you so. Since I watched this, I've seen that boy something else. I know his daddy, Luther Burden. What about that? What about that? I think the last Mizzou player to even be considered in a Heisman conversation was Corby Jones and maybe Michael, the defensive tackle, maybe that I can remember of. But Luther Burden. Cook and Burden got it going on. Cook and Burden, detective agency. Shutting Columbia down. One throw at a time. It was the battle of the Columbias, and Mizzou looked damn good. MIZ, ZOU. Way to go for sure. But that's what I'm saying in college football. Right now, the jury is still out on who wants this. USC is a fraud. Who wants this? Who? Dabo, you're done. You're done. TCU, you scare me. Utah, when do you want to play? Oregon, come on. I see you, Mr. Nix. USC, really? Oh, really? Texas, Oklahoma, the Ohio State. Prove it to me. Prove it. I'm not 80 years old. Come on, Mr. Day. Prove it. This is what tickles me about the Ohio State football fans. Oh, they recruit well. They can back it up. They do a fine job. Hot cheerleaders, great location. The horseshoe is beautiful. I love when they dot the I. Love it, love it, love it. When they're winning, they're fun to be around. But when they can't explain the narratives of the game, the X's and the O's, the outcome, that's when it hits home. And it happens every time to who, kids? The Ohio State. Because we're getting closer to what? November. That's the month you can't leave and if you lose, and if you're about that life. If you want to lose, you lose early in the year, kids. And right now, that win they had over Penn State and the way he talked trash about Notre Dame, the Golden Domers, and my man Lou Holtz, Todd Day, this is not over with. This is not over with. But great win by the Ohio State University. Moving right along to the NF freaking L. I can count on one hand how many times, I'm going to put it a different way. How many times have your sporting team won on your birthday? Not the day before your birthday, not your birthday weekend, your actual day you were born. How many times has your favorite sports team in any sport won on your birthday? As a child, I was out of school because the Cardinals won the World Series 1982. Message! They let us out of school. They let us out of school for a parade. Did you go? You're damn right I went. Damn right I went. I had Tom Lawler's bat for a long time, and I used it in a corkball game at Old Clinton Middle School in the projects. True story. True story. But my Broncos, as much as we've been in the media, as much things I've said about this team, the deniability, the non-belief, the no heart factor, the what the hell are we doing? And we poured out a W. We poured out a W. And I felt good. I felt good. I felt good. I almost cried twice on Sunday because I had great unexpected service at a bar that had an actual guy that controlled the TVs and there was no issue. It was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen before in my entire life. I was like, wow, he's so majestic here. That's incredible. Incredible. Also in the NFL, referees, again, here we go. Here we go. This is uncatchable. This is uncatchable. There's no way in the hell that was a pass interference. The head linesman, the side judge. What is your job and what's in your job description? Somebody explain it to them. We need some type of communication or a platform to talk to referees in college and NFL. This is getting out of hand. This is getting out of hand. Ball that far of a guy's head, you call pass interference. No one knows where to place the ball. But again, we at home saw where the ball needs to go. Why they don't give us the ability to chime in on plays? Give us all a phone and we okay. No, move the ball. Move the ball that way. See, I keep asking the question, what more can a laptop do? What more can a television do? Give us the connectability to the NFL refs or the college football refs. Let's go. I bet that'll cut down parents beating up referees and officials in youth sports. Give us the ability to correct them in the game. And let's negate the phrase, not reviewable. What the? Say it one more time. Say non-reviewable. I'm going to New York. I'm going to New York. I'm going to call the counselor. Counselor, we're going to New York. We're going right upstairs on the 12th floor to that building, and I'm knocking on the door. This is unbelievable. We go through this each and every week, but they never have no consequences, no accountability. Not even an email or a tweet. I fucked up. My bad. I missed that. Okay, Calvin, we got you. We got you for sure. It's to the point right now. Injuries are part of the game. We know this. We lose somebody in preseason. We lose somebody in practice. We lose somebody in preseason. Then we lose somebody the first week of the season. And it's always a star player, key player, somebody that's important to the team, whether it's offensively or defensively. You lose somebody. My thing is the depth chart. Has anybody looked at the depth chart throughout the NFL right now? Just for shits and giggles, just on your homework assignment this evening, just look at each NFL team's depth chart. And you tell me who you worried about. Tell me who you worried about. Defensive tackle from the Washington Commanders, Jonathan Allen. Bro, I feel you. I feel you. When you know you're doing what you can to put your team in position to win the game or compete in the game and to dominate the game, but the rest of the team is not with you. Not all the players, not all the coaches. And when an athlete is fed up that wants to compete, it's the saddest shit in America. Everybody has been there. I don't know why they're not playing as me, Pop. Mama, they're out there tripping. I'm out there giving it all I got to. They just not trying to do what I'm trying to do. A lot of people go through that. And you have to surround yourself with the right people that's trying to go where you're trying to go. And right now, the Washington Commanders are in a very uncomfortable spot. The struggle for power with their coaches. Everybody wants to be in charge. Nobody wants to take any leadership or accountability or responsibility or even listen. How many times you been in an argument, nobody listens to nobody? You just yelling at each other. What's the purpose? What? If we grown, we all know we've had arguments. Nobody was listening. We both just yelling. You ain't hear shit. She didn't hear shit. He didn't hear shit. You didn't hear shit. Because you're yelling. That's what's going on with the Washington Commanders. Nobody's listening. That's a good defensive team. Trent Dilfer is not going to be the last person to get analyzed or used in a sequence where your quarterback is not doing the expected offensive things that we want them to do, but in the minds of the X's and O's and winning a football game, ball control, time of possession, utilizing field opportunity, not doing what, kids? Turning the ball over. But we call them boring. They're not flashy, not a household name. That's going to be more of a commonplace thing moving forward with the NFL. The flashy guys not doing it anymore. They want to do too much. Keep the game simple and winnable and let the pieces fall in. What's wrong with that? But when you get an athlete that's tired of losing for 7 damn years, you're going to get that do-rag, chest off, sunglasses, sweating. You're going to get bleeps. I guarantee you somebody's going to watch this or heard this sometime in your sports career, you have been that athlete that's been fed up. Been fed up. Do the work. That's why I miss, and I love Kobe Bryant so much for that. The Black Mamba, the work mentality, the work ethic, knowing what the goal is, the task at hand. Let's get it. Come on now, talk to me. Look at Cord. Look at Cord. Huh? We're gonna take one more break and come back with a little parting shot as we get ready for 16 games of hockey tonight. All 32 teams are playing. You know what that means? Hockey highlights are going to be hockey highlights are the best. You don't even have to watch the whole thing. Not trying to force hockey on you, LGB. Let's go blue. But hockey highlights, I'll tell you there's something else. I'll take a short break here. Word from my sponsor, TMS Palmero. Be right back.
St. Louis, are you suffering from depression? Our advanced mental health treatments offer support to those facing depression. Supported by science and over 1 million treatments administered, a countless number of lives have been revitalized with our newfound healing process. Because your well-being matters, we have 2 convenient St. Louis locations dedicated to your transformative pursuit of mental wellness. We understand the importance of informed decisions. Research, discover, and take the first step toward a brighter tomorrow. Visit palmiertms.com to uncover more about our non-drug treatment for depression, covered by all major insurance plans. Let us stand by your side on this journey towards mental wellness. Contact us today.
All right, good people, and welcome back to a late edition of Montez at Midday. Sorry about that. We had some technical difficulties behind the screen, things behind the scene that are way out of my control. And it just came back on late today, so sorry about that. We also did a Tuesday episode of D&D. You can go to that page on Facebook, D&D Don't Get Butthurt. Check out that episode for sure. We're going to start doing that episode a little bit more on Facebook and YouTube only due to the content of that show, and we do not want to offend anyone at all. Again, thank you for the birthday gifts and trip and good time. Shout out to the Wolf. Thank you for the soap, Mags, and thank you for the wine to D from D&D Don't Get Butthurt. And thanks, everybody, for the shout-outs for sure. Nephew, I see you, my man. I see you already in the building. Nephew, tune into the show. Shout out to the Boiler Man, the Counselor, Tess. Also is Cassie and the Go-Go. Calabasas, John Toombs. All right, my man B with the beard. And, of course, Daddy's in the building. And the man with the best voice in the building ever, my man Vinny from Boston. Vinny, my man. Vinny's about to got his voice work thing going on, so I got to get Vinny on the show here soon. So I'm going to let you guys know about that. With the holiday season fastly approaching, I know a lot of people are looking for entertainment for their workplace employees. On the bottom of the screen, you will see several ways and opportunities for you to get a hold of people like that to help you out, whatever services you may need. You can also visit the website at www.dremontez.com and get a whole list of the sponsors that support the show. Thank you guys as well. Again, shout out to Chad over in Collinsville at Friendly South in Collinsville. Cool-ass bartender. Go check him out. It was great seeing my man Cliff from Bell Vegas already in the building. And shout out to Brandon, my dude Brandon. Yeah, buddy. My dude Brandon. And the peoples and the peoples and the peoples. Again, we talked about reviewing yourself. Got to have that talk. And what are we doing? What are we doing? Just take a look around and have that discussion with yourself, not other people, with yourself. College football, what are we doing? 4th and inches, 4th and 1. What is a fair catch? First half versus second half. And who do you have for the Heisman front runner right now? Who do you have? What's going on, Miss Minda? How you doing? Old Steeler fans just popping up every damn word. Them Steeler fans just come up out the woodworks. Cowboy fans, the Ohio State college football fans, Pittsburgh Steeler fans, and Laker fans are starting to follow that need to. The female base for those teams, They bring it to the table. They bring that shit to the table. Talking about bringing it to the table. Texas Rangers, stand up. Texas Rangers, stand up. I don't know how it feels to you. Nothing personal against Dusty. I don't know motherfucker. I don't know him at all. Met him one time after a baseball game. I know his alias name he checked in the hotel under, and I kept it to myself. But what the Astros did to the game of baseball and their response and baseball response was total bullshit. Get on the phone. Call me right now. Rob Manfred on the phone, Susan? Rob Manfred. Yeah, baseball screwed up with the punishment that you did to the Astros. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Show me the tattoo. Show me the tattoo. Exactly. Banging on the trash can. All on the stage in the building. Where'd that get you? Well, 7 AL championships. Who cares about that ring? I mean, the Braves had 9, had one damn ring. Tell me. Huh? Before color TV, the Green Bay backers had 2 Super Bowls. 2. I'm sorry, with color TV. 2. So don't talk to me about that. But I'm glad the Astros are out. Can't believe Game 7 tonight with the Philadelphia Phillies and Arizona Diamondbacks. First time ever. The Phillies. First time ever in franchise history, the Phillies in a Game 7 situation. Get your popcorn ready. The Philly fans, a shirt coming off tonight. Somebody going to have to do a sexual favor. Somebody's going to say, I sleep with you only if the Phillies go to a 7 game and win. And this bet was probably made 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years ago. Somebody going to get a text or a knock at the door. I'm here for that. I'm here for that. When people collect on sports bets that turn into sex bets, I'm all for it. Can you imagine how many people got laid when the Chicago Cubs won the World Series? How many people had to get married due to the Cubs, the Red Sox? When you have a long drought, men and women say crazy things. I give you a threesome the day the Cubs win the World Series. Oh, there's something wrong with me. But you know, we do that. I give you a handy and give you eye contact. If the Cubs win the World Series, you better get to work. NBA season starts. It's tonight. I state your name, am a Los Angeles Laker basketball fan. I like the game of basketball. And I've been noticing a trend that's going on here, and I just want to pose the question. I'm talking about basketball, but I'm throwing it out there across all the sports. Do you believe paying an athlete more money makes the athlete play better? Or you paying an athlete more money, does that mean you've already paid him for the work he's done? So has the athlete shut down now? Talk to me. Because I'm looking at all these people. They got these raises, and then the season starts. You can see it. It's right in front of us. Who wants it? What they trying to get? What is the ultimate goal for the NBA player? The championship or the bag? Talk to me. Because a lot of them don't want that ship. That's work. That's communication. Those are arguments in the locker room. That's a strip club conversation. Strippers, get out. We're having a team meeting in here right now. Bring us 2 bottles in here and another sack of that good shit. That's what basketball entails. You have to get deep. You're going to yell at each other. You're going to say some ungrateful shit to each other. But in the end, you're going to get that ship. And not a lot of these NBA players are about that life. They're about that IG life. That's it. They are so enthralled in themselves, the NBA player. I mean, we know NFL wide receivers and quarterbacks. We know that about them. But the entire fucking league of the NBA? Come on. Who wants to play? well, we're not going to sit out as many players anymore because there's always a kid up at a game with a fucking sign that said, I came all the way here to see you. No, you didn't, Joey. Your parents drove you and they bought the damn tickets. Come on. What about the parents? What about the parents in this situation? They always think of the kids. A kid flew a plane, got on a plane, bought a ticket from New York to Miami. A kid, an 8-year-old kid did that. Oh, this kid came all the way and Dwayne Wade's sitting out. Who gives a flying fuck? But if you're going to make the statement, we're going to watch our load management, I want to see proof in the building. I want to see proof in the building. I'm telling you, things to watch. The stat to watch this year is peak performance minutes versus points. That's going to be the highest data for us because we know everybody right now is really overanalyzing the analytics of the game. And it's crossed over in every damn sport. No one's free to think anymore but Bruce Bochy of the Texas Rangers. Go and get Bo. Getting Cooter. My expectations beyond the Denver Nuggets, Phoenix Suns, the Milwaukee Bucks, the Celtics, and the Lakers. I think we're going to have a few teams this year to kind of shake up the mix like Major League Baseball had. Ain't it fun to get that? Other teams come in and realize, okay, let me shimmy it too. I got this. I want to see where that goes. Take me there. Take me to that part of town. Huh? How about that? We're going to give it a try, give it a hoot. Again, my apologies for today as we had some technical difficulties behind the scene. Things that are not in our control, kids. You know, it's like life. You never know what it's going to throw at you, but you got to be what? Prepared? Prepared. Preparation is key. Not preparation H. I bet it is for most people out there. You never know with Halloween coming up. Speaking of Halloween, if you've been dating someone for less than 3 months and they have kids, do you say to them, you want me to go trick-or-treating with you and your kid? Too early, too soon. I'm thinking 6 months before you see the crumb snatcher. 6 months before you get into that. Now, if the kid is 5 and under, 1 year. If I got a 5-year-old, I'm out here dating a whole year. Waiting a whole year before you meet somebody out in a whole year. I'm cool with that. If you never want me to see your kid and that kid 5 and under, first of all, what the hell am I doing now? I'm not talking for me. No way in the hell. But I'm talking about the people that do and don't mind dating people with kids. And trick-or-treating is coming up. What do you do in that situation? You really like this person. You don't want to get too close, too comfortable too soon. But my question is, if you know this is it, and it's before 3 months, we know how these Facebook relationships are. Motherfucker move in at night. But when they come to your kid and your child, and you're trying to make that new impression, not move as fast as you used to back in the day, you got to be selective the men and women you have around your kid. And with Halloween coming up real close, I mean, they got that first night. They do those neighborhood Halloween trunk or treat things. They got all kind of things now that they didn't do back in the 70s or 80s. I mean, now these kids, now they got it made. But think about that for sure. Something to think about. All right, boys and girls and children of all ages, thank you again for tuning in to Montez at Midday. It's been fun. It's been great. And we do appreciate it here. I'm not going to lie. Through all of our shows, from D&D Don't Get Butthurt, Montez at Midday, Who's to Blame, the podcast, and the college football show on Saturday, we appreciate you. The likes, the shares, the comments. Does not go unnoticed. And I know what you're saying. Dre, why didn't you comb your hair? I didn't want to. I didn't feel like it. I mean, women have days they don't comb their hair. Those of you know who you are. And when you have natural hair, I'm telling you, it's a daily work, bro. You got to put some thought into it. I don't feel like doing this. And no, I don't want to put a cap on. I just want the juices and berries flow and let nature take its course. If I'm wrong, say I'm wrong. But in the end, it was you. Thank you, kids, for tuning into today's show. And we'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same bat channel. Thanks again. Have a great evening. Enjoy the rest of your day. And don't forget to appreciate the details.